New love, old love, and perfect love. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 TV couples of 2019. For this list, we're looking at 2019's best TV couples. While most of these couples predate the year, the focus is on their 2019 season. Naturally, some spoilers will be included. Number 10, Meredith Grey and Andrew DeLuca, Grey's Anatomy.
Are you ready?
No. But go ahead.
After McDreamy's departure, Meredith lost the love of her life, and Grey's Anatomy lost its super couple. Following a respectful period of mourning, the medical drama started teasing a possibly new beau in Meredith's life. Andrew had to work hard to convince Meredith to explore a potential romance, but 2019 proved to be the year Grey's Anatomy finally pulled the trigger on this ship. From the couple's first date to an intense insurance fraud scandal that threatened to tear the two apart, Meredith and Andrew certainly brought the drama quickly.
So, if I was to stay at my place one night this week, would you care to join me?
That's the best idea I've ever heard.
Number 9, Rue Bennett and Jules Vaughn, Euphoria.
I hate everyone else in the world but you.
Debuting in 2019, Euphoria takes a sobering look at modern teenagers heading down a seemingly bleak path while struggling with their various demons. One of the show's only respites from the endless hopelessness, at least in the first half of the season, is the relationship between Rue and Jules, with the two teenagers starting as friends before eventually taking the next step.
Maybe you could, come over Sunday night, because my mom's, asking to meet you and stuff.
Are you talking to your mama about me?
No.
As this is Euphoria, this initially charming romance ultimately proves to be anything but nourishing, as the show explores Rue's codependency issues through a relationship that asks too much of Jules. Number 8, Elena Alvarez and Syd, One Day at a Time.
Oh my God, I love you. I mean, I hope that's okay, but I do.
Charmingly established in season 2, Elena and Syd took several important steps in their relationship during 2019. Especially with a relatively young couple, it's not unusual for a TV show to shy away from some of the riskier topics. Luckily, as a web series, One Day at a Time is less restricted than most.
I just want you to know how incredible I think you are.
Along with investigating unique challenges faced by non-binary couples, the Netflix show dedicates a whole episode to Elena and Syd's first time, including the natural freakout that often arises in such a situation. More importantly, Elena and Syd grew closer together while also becoming more comfortable in their own skins.
This is the best thing anyone's ever gotten me. That is, until we
I get it, I'll take you to Benihana.
Number 7, Eleanor Shellstrop and Chidi Anagonye, The Good Place.
First, I was kind of nervous, but so far I think I'm doing okay. It's like I became such a good person, I almost forgot. I'm a world-class liar, baby.
Very fun thing to hear from your girlfriend.
The Good Place has been teasing an Eleanor and Chidi ship for several years, even though the hilarious otherworldly comedy does not focus too much on romance.
Every time you see me get a stomachache, imagine I'm thinking of you.
So, all the time?
Exactly.
Season 3 finally allowed Eleanor and Chidi to become an item for its final run of episodes, as the two tried to balance dating and hopefully avoiding the bad place. With 3 years of camaraderie to fall back on, these two have pretty great chemistry and trust each other completely, even if that involves Eleanor telling an amnesiac Chidi that someone else is his soulmate.
Chidi, you and Simone are soulmates.
Soulmates?
Number 6, Fleabag and the Priest, Fleabag.
If you ever need someone to talk to, I'll be there. I'm always there.
Fleabag is anything but conventional, so of course the thought-provoking British comedy introduces a Catholic priest as the main love interest.
Thank you so much for helping.
I'm touched.
After Fleabag accepts that, yes, Andrew Scott's priest is pretty hot, these two go on a humorous but often sad journey that feels so right despite everything suggesting this is a disaster waiting to happen.
Why would you believe in something awful when you can believe in something wonderful?
Don't make me an optimist, you will ruin my life.
Under the sharp banter and social satire, Fleabag deals with themes of self-sabotage, harmful coping mechanisms, and grief. Even though neither one is ready for a healthy relationship, Fleabag's fling with the priest winds up being a positive catalyst for growth in both of their lives. Number 5. David Rose and Patrick Brewer, Schitt's Creek. Somehow in 2019, Schitt's Creek found a way to top David and Patrick's Simply the Best year. While the Rose family may be stuck in Schitt's Creek, the sitcom has never been static, with season 5 being especially defined by change and personal growth.
This just felt like the perfect place to ask you to marry me. Are you sure? Easiest decision of my life.
In the case of David and Patrick, the couple hit many huge milestones during the year, including renting an apartment together and an unexpected proposal. Along with those relationship goals, Patrick comes out to his parents, while David continues to set up roots in a town he initially could not wait to leave.
David is my boyfriend, and I've never been happier in my life. And so I hope you guys can accept that.
Number 4. Jake Peralta and Amy Santiago, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
You did so much community service. Me likey.
Considering Brooklyn Nine-Nine was canceled the previous year, the fact that Jake and Amy even had a 2019 was nothing short of a small miracle. Partners at the Nine-Nine and everywhere else, Jake and Amy spend most of the year settling into life as newlyweds, which mostly goes off without a hitch.
If it starts slipping away, I'll pretend to choke, and then you give me the Heimlich and save my life in front of everyone.
Oh, thanks for not trying to make me a better person. I love you.
Love you too.
The pair's bond is well established by this point, but Jake and Amy's refreshingly feel-good interactions highlight that married life can be just as funny as the chase.
Are you talking about the Ninja Turtles?
Of course I'm talking about the Ninja Turtles.
Whether supporting each other during a particularly stressful family dinner or trying to enjoy their honeymoon despite a Holt-shaped third wheel, Jake and Amy are relationship goals.
I love the way the mud revitalizes your skin.
And I love how it masks my shame.
I am loving this.
Number 3. Betty Cooper and Jughead Jones, Riverdale. After the whole Black Hood ordeal, 2019 was a comparatively uneventful year for Betty and Jughead as a couple, even if the same cannot be said for them as individuals.
I love you.
I love you too.
Focusing just on the romance side of things, Betty and Jughead can be relied upon to deliver a semblance of normalcy and consistency in the hectic world of Riverdale.
Jug, will you go to prom with me?
Only for you, Betty Cooper.
Like Cheryl and Tony, Betty and Jughead cannot help but bring the heat by just sharing a scene. If pillow talk is not enough, there's also that time Betty and Jughead burned down a trailer. Now that's a memorable date.
Are you okay?
I'm surviving. Because you're here with me.
Number 2. Magnus Bane and Alec Lightwood, Shadowhunters.
I know about the deal and why you did what you did. It's okay, I don't...
Right from the Warlock and Shadowhunters inaugural meeting, Magnus and Alec are magnetic. Shadowhunters played the slow game with the couple, opting to realistically examine the psychological, emotional, and sexual natures of both characters rather than settling for immediate gratification.
Of course. Everything I need is right here in front of me.
While the couple's dynamic changes slightly in 2019 due to Magnus's newfound mortality, Malik continues to emphasize openness, positivity, and acceptance.
I love you.
Oh, I swear.
I love you too, Alexander.
Shadowhunters' cancellation might have been a gut punch, but the show's final season did right by the cast, culminating in a final episode that gave Magnus and Alec a well-earned happy ending.
I am and will always be your loving husband. It is my honor to pronounce you one.
These pairings are all serving us serious couple goals, and I love it. If I had to pick a favorite, it'd probably be David and Patrick because I love their story arc, and they balance each other out so well in both love and business. But we've got another couple at number 1, so let's see our honorable mentions, and then we'll see which matchup takes the top spot.
Babe, you know there is an upside. The kids that want nothing to do with us.
You're pretty special, Spellman. I don't want to mess things up with you.
So what was in that note that you gave me?
You were supposed to read it.
You can't just tell me what it says.
That's what was in it.
Alex, you're not a detour from my life. You are my life.
That doesn't mean that we should be together.
I love you.
Until the day I die. And after that.
Number 1, Jane Villanueva and Rafael Solano, Jane the Virgin.
Will you marry me?
Yes!
A satire of telenovelas, Jane the Virgin is naturally no stranger to passionate love stories. And the final season definitely delivered on this front. Jane and Raphael's relationship can hardly be accused of being predictable, but the couple's mutual love and respect is one constant that perseveres throughout the numerous breakups and shocking plot twists.
There's one thing that we all know. Everything needs love to grow. Love, love, love.
Even when not dating, Jane and Raphael are great together. Luckily, 2019 has more than enough of both. Even with Michael's sudden resurrection throwing a wrench into the works, this was Jane and Raphael's year.
But I want you to know that I want to marry you and spend my life with you. Because I chose you, Raphael, and I will keep choosing you every single day for the rest of our lives.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.